Welcome to Doron Yoga, everyone. In the Ashtanga Vinyasa tradition, in the practices that were brought by Pattabhi Jois and Krishnamacharya, we do a ton of jump backs and jump throughs. A lot, especially in the primary series. They're quite challenging, and most of us love when we can actually do them because it really helps the flow of the practice, and we really begin to move with one breath for each movement, really moving in a Vinyasa style. So today we'll look at how to do the jump forward, jump through the hands, and we'll look at it in different stages and different steps so that you can start working on step 1 plus step 2 to over time manage to get to the full jump through. Remember to do just what you can, what's right for you, and to have expectations to do your best, but whatever the result is whatever it is. I guarantee with practice everything arrives. Just have patience, okay? So here we go. We're going to start looking at the first step of coming forward. The first step, we're going to come to downward dog because this is where most of the jump through happens, from downward dog forward. And the classic response is my arms are too short and I can't come through. We're going to start working on bringing the feet towards the hands. So I'm going to jump forward, and what most people do is they lower the hips down. The hips are your center of gravity. The moment the hips drop down, I find myself in a place where there's nowhere else to go. So we're going to try and do the jump forward without lowering the hips, meaning I'm going to keep my hips as high as possible, toes pointed, and then I'm going to try and drag the feet. It's still hard to go because my chest and head are blocking. So I'm going to lift the chest, lift the head, and now I'll have room to take the legs through. Okay? Let's look at that one more time. I'm in downward dog. I'm looking forward. I'm not really jumping so much forward, but rather jumping the hips a little bit up and then landing toes pointed. I'm now going to lift the chest, lift the head, fill up between the shoulder blades, and start to drag the feet through. This may still not work, so we'll get hand extenders. I'm going to place my blocks on the sides of the mat to give me space to go through. And I'm going to look forward, right? Remember that wherever you look is wherever you're going to go. If you look down, you'll end up here. So right from here, begin to shift a bit of weight forward, take the gaze forward, chest forward, jump, land, feet, hips high, keep looking forward, lift the chest, lift the head, take the legs through. Okay? So your work may be this. Step 1, jump. Can't go through, work on lifting here. Do 10 of these to build the strength. Once you can do that, step 2, you're going to start to lift, drag till you go through. Step 3, jump, keep the hips high, jump through. Once you can do this, we'll start to do it in one step. So I'm going to jump and try to take the legs all the way through. I'm looking forward, shifting some weight, keep the hips up to take the legs through. Okay? So the blocks are super useful. Do it with the blocks for a week, for a year, for however long it takes until it's smooth, and then do it without the blocks. One last time. I'm looking forward. This time I'm going to try and do a little ninja. Instead of bending the legs, I'm going to lift high up and try to take straight legs. This is the full version of it. This will come later, but for those that are practicing it, what you're really doing is lifting the hips high enough to create room for your legs to come through. If you don't lift the hips a little high at least, the center of gravity will lower down, your legs will hit the ground, and you won't manage to go through. Okay? Last, without the blocks. Jump through, lift, go, jump through, go, jump through. Okay? I said last, I was lying. One more. This time I'll try to do it a bit slower. Lifting, legs not touching, down. Okay? And all of these, I was really pressing strong with the arms to try and create more lift in my shoulder blades, so this will give me more space here to come through. Okay, so that's the practice. If this is good for you, stay with it. If you want a few extra things to help you with that, I would say that being here, just regular sitting on your mat with the hands beside you and working on lifting and lowering, lifting and lowering, lifting and lowering are really great practices to build a bit of the strength that's needed. Another one, legs crossed, lifting, lowering, lifting with one leg, lowering, lifting, lowering. And so as you do these, you're going to start to build the right strength in the core, the back, the arms to make it happen. Eventually, you'll be here, lifting, lowering, and maybe even the hands in front of you, lifting, sliding, 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 sliding. And these will, I'm definitely feeling my shoulders already, it'll start building the correct strength. So you can start with these practices to build the strength, and then during class you can start working. So these you can do at home, and then when you're in class or in a Mysore program, use the blocks to work on coming through. Eventually, no more blocks. Right? Remember, it's not so much about managing to do the fancy jump through and jump back. Once you'll do it, you'll realize, oh well, now I can do it. It's really about paying attention to the process, being mindful, being focused, and building the strength that comes with that as a side effect. Practice with care and with patience. If you like this video, please do make sure to leave us a like, a comment below. Tell us if it's working for you, what else you need. I'll be happy to make some more to explain, and share it. Share it with the friends. It's good karma. Thank you all. Namaste.